What's up, everyone? It's me, Adam Prime, and it's another week in Toku. And with me, as always, is my co-host, which we are doing this the day after last co-host. We were a little loopy.
The day after last co-host?
What?
You replaced me?
I didn't replace you.
Is it the day after last
No.
co-host?
He totally replaced you. I'm here now.
Bellarok, I will get the pot.
You wouldn't.
I will stir with you again.
I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna leave.
You better. You hop away now.
What did you do to him?
You tried to replace me.
I hope we don't run into anything like that again.
Don't worry, he'll start playing his edgy playlist, and, we'll just give him time to blow off some steam. He'll be fine.
How many times have you used... We're just gonna move on. Yeah, with me as always is my co-host, always lovely, apparently somewhat terrifying, according to Bellarok.
I'm Stormy. Hee hee hee.
Were you expecting an opening skit on this podcast? I think not.
Neither was I.
Hey, he's here. You can't just be rude to him.
I know, but he's your editor.
I don't pay him. He does live here for free, though. So. He is a space sword.
Anyway, DonBrothers.
Well.
This week in DonBrothers.
This week in DonBrothers. Well, we do have nothing else. We
Yeah.
will soon. In a month from now. A literal month from when we are recording this. We are recording this on June 9th. I am disclosing this. We are a month away from Decker.
So close.
We're so close. So that will join the show.
And it won't just be the DonBrothers show.
Yeah.
We'll be like, 20 episodes in. It's like, finally, another subject to talk about.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, we are also watching Revice, but that's a story for another day.
Yeah. Keep your eyes open.
Open your eyes to the next Vice. So...
Look with your special eyes.
My brand!
My brand!
Also, we are already off the rails.
It's just one of those days, man. It's just one of those days.
Which, like we said, sorry for the delay for our last episode, but, stuff happened. But, there was also a lot more news last week, so that's probably why that one is much longer. But we do have one little bit. We do have one other bit of news, though. We have the Noto brace, or Nito, Dorito, the little bracelets that the villains use, which I guess they're the Noto, but our subs translate it to Siberians or something, like the Caribbeans.
The Pirates of the Caribbean. Damn, monetized.
Oh no.
I'm kidding. We don't have monetization yet. But
Nope.
But anyway, yeah.
I don't have a lot to say. It's
I guess
it's a wrist strap.
Yeah, it's a wrist
It has voices, apparently. It has clips. It has their actors.
They're kind of expensive, so I wonder if they're die-cast metal.
I don't know. But you do get 3 no matter what, and it apparently has 25 phrases per thing.
Nice.
So maybe that's the cost. It has electronics and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if the gems glow.
That could be cool.
But right before we recorded,
I mean, they don't really look like plastic, unless it's just...
They're silver plastics, just that good.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I kind of see it now. But they look really nice, really sleek.
Yeah.
I feel like you could easily, just wear this in public and people wouldn't...
Oh, yeah, nobody wouldn't even question you.
They just feel like, that's a weird bracelet.
Yeah. I wonder what the transformation sounds are. I'm probably not gonna buy it. I don't have a huge attachment towards any of these characters. Well, I don't know. It's weird. I have but yeah, premium Bandai, which makes sense. This wouldn't be a retail thing. Mm-hmm. But right before we recorded, I noticed something on the picture of the news website, and I'm 90% sure this is the legit ad that premium Bandai sent out, and one of their shoes is just above their heads.
feet are just up.
Yeah,
in
and
their
it's just
heads.
on one of the people's head, like Umbrella McGee has it on his head. Like, oh wait, they have the names down here.
I mean,
Sonaza. Don't expect me to
one of
remember
them have
that.
similar names, I'm realizing.
Yeah, Sonoy and Sononi. Sononi? Sony? Tony!
Sega.
Oh.
Sonic.
Sonic.
Sonic. But, I mean, I have a small theory of, maybe this was just, like, a bigger advertisement, and they just cut it to be smaller, and then they just...
I know, I've seen
So it
premium...
just looks like there's just random shoes on his head.
I don't know, it's like
And that's just another character standing
like,
there or something.
I'm 90% sure this is like a Twitter thing, because that means the premium Bandai logo wouldn't be, like, in the corner.
Well, I'm just saying that they cropped it, and then just, like, maybe they had a big page, and then they cropped it, and then put the other stuff on it, so that they didn't have to make another one.
Maybe. But either way, I just thought it was funny that the shoes are just there. But yeah, that's pretty much it for news. Nothing really else. Outside of, like, we got a new we got a new actor in the show. And
He's the worst kept secret.
oh yeah. So yeah, we have Jiro, who is wearing an outfit.
Dr. Jiro.
Oh.
Anyway, so he's...
Oh yeah, I'm about to say, I guess this is also just getting into the episode, because as we said last time, like, spoiler alert, like, if
Watch the other episode if you haven't.
Yeah, if you haven't watched it.
Or our
But
video,
yeah,
I guess.
but also, why are you watching that? Why are you listening to this and being like, how could you spoil this? We're talking about this every week. If you haven't put it together by week 13 or 14 or whatever we're out here, what are you doing, sir? What are you doing outside of just being like, I want to be angry, so I'm trying to mess with other people?
So Taro's dead.
Yeah, Taro's dead. Yeah, is that it? And
Taro's just straight up freaking dead.
yeah, he just pixelized into nothing.
He got condensed and then deleted.
Yeah, like, he got cut right in the boobs. He's like, my tits!
But you basically hit the nail on the head with the other character, though. Just in a passing comment.
Oh yeah, from last episode.
Yeah.
Where it's like, but yeah, by the way, okay,
Well,
wait, before we get to that, I wanted to mention one thing, because we're not going to focus on that much. But I mentioned to you after we watched the episode, I was like, could you imagine if, like, if you're like a little kid and Taro is your favorite character and you just saw him die? Like, how upsetting is that?
It's like Optimus Prime all over again. They just start screaming and leaving.
And now,
Mom,
and now they can't kill Revice's dad and Revice. They're gonna have to be like, he's in a coma. Yay! Yeah, because Sentai did that. It sucks. It's a bummer, but you know, you do what you gotta do. If you get what I'm referencing, you get 10 points. I'm not gonna tell you what it is.
Yay. I get 10 points.
Wait, so okay, you're working for these points now. Yeah, you know what? Actually, we've been doing so much DonBrothers stuff that like, now you, the audience and listeners, are gaining points, just much like the characters in the show. There you go. Yeah, I brought the reference in. But okay, yeah. But last time we mentioned where it's like, oh, like, why would Taro tell
I was like,
Sonoy
said
his
nothing, buddy.
yeah, and I was just like, what if he was expecting him to be more honorable about it? And like you said, it was like I pretty much nailed it pretty right there, like accidentally, like right before.
I mean, to be fair, it was wrong character, right idea. It was like about himself. He's just like,
well,
I don't like myself right now.
Well, it could be a two-way street though, where it's like like
yeah.
Taro was expecting better of him, and then he expects better of himself.
Yeah, and he's just like, and he like regrets it.
Yeah.
He even said like, he isn't dead.
He didn't win.
kill
No,
him.
he's like, I didn't. No, Taro did. I didn't win, and Taro didn't lose. Like, Taro didn't lose, and like it's like, and honestly, I think it's the most that we've really seen of him.
Yeah.
And
I'm really thinking like, oh God, I explained it to you earlier. Can you think of any like better way of explaining my thought process, because I was really trying to relate, like, what he said, like, of not liking himself and being upset with himself because of this decision, and, like, the correlation between, like, that and not being able to do art, because they've basically, whether they're, like, raised, born, whatever the circumstance,
grown in a tube,
whatever these guys do,
just yeeted down from the sky,
hatched from peaches.
We'll come back to that.
Eggs, but
yeah,
peach eggs get you.
it's just the visual.
It just makes me wonder the correlation between them, because I don't know exactly how to say it, but they've basically been brought up saying that you are a perfect being. Like, you have no imperfections.
Oh, okay. I think I've thought of a way.
And there are... I'm going to try first.
Okay.
And then it's like, and all of them have a thing that they don't understand. It makes me wonder if they're hyperfixated on these specific things that they don't understand, because that's the thing that they lack that keeps them from being perfect.
Yeah.
So they actually... And the fact that in their head, like, you know, they've been... It's like, oh, I'm a perfect being, but I don't understand this, or I can't do this, so I must not be perfect. So, and, like, that's where the not understanding comes from. Like, oh, if you're a perfect being that does everything perfect, i.e. Taro, it's like, oh, if you can't do art, then you're not perfect. So that's why you don't understand
But
it.
then even Taro, he doesn't understand happiness.
Yeah, it's like something that you cannot
comprehend,
do, or feel, or experience. Like you can't experience laughter, you can't feel love, you can't do art. Like, something that you are incapable of doing, therefore you are not perfect, but you still think that you're perfect, so you're hung up on it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes
What
sense.
were you gonna say? How are you gonna explain it?
No, you...
This is the worst time to eat an airhead.
Well, I thought you would be talking a little bit longer, so I was like, I could eat a snack. I was wrong.
Can I have a bite?
Okay, take a bite while I talk. And you pretty much explained it like how I was going to, where it's like them being supposed perfect beings, and like that's how they see them, because they're on that higher plane. So they're supposed to be these perfect beings, but like the concept they do not grasp. Shouldn't they be perfect to understand such things, or at least like what they are, but they don't. And it's one of those other parts, and like that even goes into the others, where it's like, I guess one of his hangups could also be like honor.
I'm realizing.
And like, you know what I mean? Because it's like,
dude, I'm realizing something.
What's up?
Though. Think about how the monsters are formed. Like,
greed and desire.
Well, yeah, but like, how have we seen them happen? Like, for instance, the kid that we saw in this episode, I forget the name of this game, but it's a very common game in Japan.
It's like they're checkers.
Or chess or something. Like, or like with a lot of the other ones, like, they lose. Like, they're not able to do something.
Yeah.
And then that makes them angry, upset, greedy, blah, blah, blah. And then they turn into them. That's how they produce a monster.
Yeah.
The fact that there are things that they don't understand, that they can't do, you know, that they would, quote unquote, lose at.
Yeah.
It's like...
That's a thought.
I mean, I don't know, because, again, like, we know that these monsters are kind of coming from there. I even noticed that, when we saw a preview of the next monster, because the monster that'll be in next episode kind of shows up a little bit, like that little ghost that you see over the person
as they manifest,
like, hinting that that's gonna be the person with the monster. It's like the same pixely, cubey
as
light
them.
show as both them and Taro, and
when
like,
he died, yeah,
and like that weird Gridman
the
place.
gate, yeah.
It makes me wonder if Taro is just stuck there now instead of being dead. But
we're gonna find out next.
Because here's the thing, again, spoilers, we do see Taro in this episode. He comes back for a very, very brief moment, and then he leaves again.
Yeah, but like, yeah,
pixels away.
like they. Okay, I guess let's get into that.
Yeah,
I guess.
this episode.
Well, I'd say we started with the new person, but I guess we can do this for all the Taro stuff first, real quick. And like,
we can do with it talk about the new guy, and then it'll lead into it if you
Well,
want.
no, because we're already there with
Okay.
the Taro stuff. But, like, yeah, so Oni's sister and Sour Brother were like, oh my god, it's like we had to find a way to get Taro back, and she was immediately like, oh, the points. We can do whatever we want,
And
right?
he went and talked to Dad in an electric pit prison.
Yeah, and, like, the dad just seemed both upset, but, like, he didn't care. Like, he's like, you can't change what happened. Taro is dead.
And, like, there's no point in...
In grieving.
Like, he's never gonna be able to come back, so you might as well not even grieve or something.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know exactly what
You
he
could
said.
tell he was hurt, though.
Yeah, he was
Because
really sad.
he even mentioned, he's like, I raised Taro like a son. It's like, he's like...
And nothing's gonna bring him back even grieving. That
Well,
was something he said.
Yeah, and it's like really kind of sad, and...
They did say, though, that it's like, oh, when he falls, there will be another to replace him.
Which, by the way, that kind of just... If this is something you want to, like, piece together for DonBrothers, that's a weirdly almost surreal thing, that it literally says to all of them, especially going off that Oni sister episode where she quit being a DonBrother, there is somebody to fill your spot.
You are replaceable.
It's like, isn't that kind of messed up?
You are disposable.
No, it's like, not only are you disposable, but somebody will be able to be there to take your spot.
Like, it's a job that needs to be done. It just
And it's
doesn't
like,
need to
the
be-
world makes it happen.
You just don't need to be... It just doesn't need to be specifically you.
Yeah, which is very interesting from a
Yeah,
story aspect.
Like, with these stories, it's always like, oh, yeah, it's a choice. Oh, other people could do it.
Well,
But
in this one, it's very different.
They never play around with the idea like this, of just like,
Well, yeah.
anyone can do it, and it's like, yeah, anyone can do it, but this is more like, you're not special because anyone could do it.
Yeah.
You
Well,
are
you just gotta
replaceable.
try.
It's like a high-end job, almost.
Yeah, and honestly, I think that's something really interesting, because a lot of times, at least in recent Sentais, or a lot of the ones I've watched, that's not the case. Like,
oh, you're special.
no, like, take, for instance, like, the Q Rangers.
Yeah.
Like, they're these 12 saviors of the universe,
Yeah.
and, like, they are the 12 that were chosen. Like, the universe chose them. It's like, for their speciality. Like, you had to gain that ability. And, like, in this one, it's like the Uno reverse of just being like, oh, you died?
Bring in the next one.
All right, who's next? Here's your gun.
Here's your gun. Here's your sunglasses. No refunds.
Yeah, no refunds.
No refunds.
You can only get refunds if you get enough points. Fuck you. Like, and it's very interesting, but, like, so they immediately are like, oh my god, we can try. It's like, because they were like, oh,
We can use
because
the
she
points.
can we use our points to do that? And they go to Kaido, and Kaido is just even confused about being like, how he's dead. He's like,
How did that happen?
Yeah.
I thought his own strength would be his downfall or something.
Yeah,
like that.
exactly. Like, it was very
And it's
interesting.
like, I wish I could say that's no problem, but I don't really know. I don't think he even really thought that this would be a possibility, so he didn't even have to think about it.
But yeah, so pretty much in, like, near the final fight, it's like Oni's sister's literally, like, by the way, it looked like Oni's sister was crying earlier.
Oh, yeah,
Like, when
she had tears in her eyes. Like, they didn't really fall, but there was, like, one specific part where, like, her eyes were just filled with tears.
and, like, she's just calling out for Taro, and then this motherfucker shows up, full entourage, full ready to go.
He changed costumes. He brought a bucket of rocks, and he's chucking them.
Oh no, I'm not talking about him.
Oh, you're not talking about Don Goku?
No, I'm not talking about Jiro.
Who are you talking about?
I was talking about Taro. Like, they were wishing for him to show up, and then,
Yeah,
like,
and then he does,
like,
yeah.
yeah, and then he just shows up. Like, it's like, this motherfucker.
Like, nothing freaking happened. Like, just his whole entourage.
Yeah, he did, like, the whole,
dance,
like, the
sing,
frost.
celebration. Ha ha ha. And we just looked at each other like,
This doesn't feel right.
this feels weird. Something's not right.
And, like, honestly, it's like the monster look cool, whatever, like, both of them.
It was
But,
just-
like,
it
I
was,
feel like
Turbo Ranger?
Turbo Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
Turbo Ranger, not Car Ranger. Power Rangers Turbo, not Car Ranger.
That's next episode.
Yes. Which is funny. But, like, yeah, so they go do the whole thing. They become Don Unitajin and everything, and they defeat the monster. And they're like, oh my god, Taro, you're back. We can't
so
believe it.
happy.
You're back. And then he just disappears again. Like, he was just like an avatar. Like, just like the, well, Avatar. Hey! That was terrible. So, yeah, he just disappears afterwards, so he's not back.
Yeah.
He was just gone. So I guess they used their points, and they technically got Taro back.
But my running theory at the moment, because this was right at the end of the episode, is just, I wonder if they just didn't have enough points to bring him back fully. They only had enough to bring him back partially.
We're gonna have to see. But, like we were talking about, like they said, a new person will show up. And, like, that's what Electric Prison Dad said. But we open up to 21 years ago, and another Peach got yeeted down to Earth.
Into a river.
So I guess the Dawn Clan, as they're all getting terminated, are just like, just chuck the babies!
Yeet the babies!
Like, just throw them in Peaches and just launch them down there.
Launch the babies!
Like, we do not have the time. So, I don't know if this means Jiro is in a way gonna be Taro's brother, or, like, is he actually another heir to the Dawn Clan? Is Taro part of the royal family, and Jiro is like a guard, and is meant to be there for that reason, to protect Taro? So, we get to Jiro.
I would probably go more along the lines of brother, but...
We don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
We'll see.
And this guy is really interesting. Jiro.
Yeah, he feels very similar to Taro, but also
very different.
like not even close.
Yeah, it's like
they feel like they come from the same world.
It feels like someone said, like, oh, these are his personality traits, and then it's like they were both correct, and they both fulfilled all of those things, but they took them in two very different ways.
Honestly, he feels like how Taro could have been if
he had friends.
No, not if he had friends, but like, because he's not transformed. He feels like Taro in suit, but like toned down a little bit.
He's just very happy-go-lucky.
Yeah,
he's energetic.
Well, yeah, and Taro, when he's not transformed, is very almost deadpan. Like,
yeah, he's almost like numb.
I about to say he doesn't feel happiness, I guess that makes sense. He's not.
I wonder if this guy is like, his thing is like, he can't feel something else, and he's able to feel happiness. So this is Taro if he could feel happiness, basically.
In a way, but yeah, no.
He'll have a different thing, maybe.
So yeah, we find out like 21 years ago, Jiro was like his name is like Jiro Momotani? Tiny?
I think it's Tari. Momotari? I don't
Momotari. Either way.
A cop finds him, and he grew up in an orphanage.
Yeah, so he didn't get a dad.
He trained like every day.
Well,
he left at 16.
Well, no, at first he was like, oh, I just kept doing things. And he's like, one day a voice in my head said, I need to train. And he's like, I've been training every day for this.
He brings it up a lot of just like, the voice in my head.
So,
like his, giving him
God,
guidance.
I guess God is giving him guidance or whatever. Maybe it's Kaido. I don't know.
It's kind of just like, you should probably start training.
Get yoked, child.
Get yoked. Fucking do not skip like
you can't skip any day.
You need buns of steel.
But yeah, no, like, and you see him, like, he gives his, like, notice that he's quitting his job.
It looked like he had, like, a paper route, like a newspaper route.
Or something.
Well, it had, like, stacks of tied together newspapers, so that's what I imagine.
Yeah, or it could be a paper mill, who knows.
I think they were specifically newspapers, but I saw it, like, one time.
But, like, yeah.
So, and he goes and he's, like, says goodbye to them, that he's leaving
yeah,
to
that
go
it's
and be a superhero.
Yeah, that he's like, it's my time to be a hero.
It is my time. And they're like, oh, we're gonna miss you, and they're just like, I'm gonna miss that crazy bitch. Like,
yeah, exactly. They're like,
wow,
that kid is nuts. Good riddance, but I hope he does well.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Like, that's everyone in the town.
It's so funny because, like, with Taro, they, like, outwardly hated him. They're just like, I hate this child. I am going to protest this child.
Like, this one feels like they're just like, this is just the lovable scamp.
Yeah, aw, that little weirdo. Talking about the voices in his head telling him to become a superhero. How quaint. A little annoying. Kind of glad that we can get some peace and quiet, but I wish him the best. They even gave him,
even like a girl who I don't know if this was his girlfriend, a friend,
think
or
it's
who it was.
Probably just his friend. She's like, it looked like she was eating sea salt ice cream from Kingdom Hearts, which I wonder if it's an actual thing.
It's ice candy. Ankh was eating those.
Ice candy.
Ice. Just little chairs.
Ice.
The little chairs.
But,
If you don't know what we're talking about, just go look up the Kamen Rider O's net movies for, I don't even remember which one.
Was it not the Hyper Battle?
No, it wasn't the Hyper. I didn't show you the Hyper Battle video.
Oh. Either way, that was really fun.
Those are
Lots
funny.
of good jokes.
There were so many quick little bits.
But anyway, and then she's just kind of like she was so deadpan the whole time, and like he was like crying, tears running.
He's
down.
just
She's like, I'll never forget you. I'll probably never see you.
Yeah, he
again.
kept saying
Thank
stuff
you
about
for
his memories.
everything."
He's like, "Oh, I'll keep you guys close in my memories anytime
And
I'm
then
feeling
he left,
down."
and she's just like, oh, finally.
Oh, that dumbass.
You're leaving me alone.
Like, yeah, it's so funny because it's like this literally, it's just the world just being like,
think so, at least.
go away, just move
Is that
along.
what happens?
Hmm?
Is that what happens? I don't want to say something incorrect.
What do you-
Is that actually like what she does?
Pretty much.
Okay. Well,
Well, she calls him an idiot or dumb.
like, dumbass.
Like,
Like, yeah, I'll miss you. Bye, dumbass. Like,
get out of here.
get out of here.
Get out of here.
But anyway, he goes on a train. They have a little banner that says like, "Oh, goodbye, we'll miss you." And
Yeah.
it's like, well, crazy bitch is gone.
Yeah, they're like, ding dong, the Wicked Witch is dead. But like,
And then this boy, he's like in a bright ass orange jumpsuit, and I wondered for a minute, I was like, oh, I wonder if his under thing is gonna be
tiger
orange.
striped.
That is true. It is tiger.
Okay. Okay, let's get into this right now. He is the worst kept secret alive. As soon as you see like the outfit he starts wearing after he's done wearing his jumpsuit, is straight up. He was calling himself the dragon themed
He
hero.
looked like he came straight off a Two Kaiser ship, basically.
Honestly, it's kind of funny that he's wearing a ridiculous outfit because he's the only one. Like all the other people are wearing regular clothes, and then you have him who's just like wearing this flamed, beaded, fingerless glove.
And it's so funny because I really have this inclination that he probably made it himself.
He probably did.
Yeah.
It's his superhero outfit. He's ready to go.
It's kind of adorable.
I don't know why, but I weirdly like him for some stupid reason. I'm like,
Oh, you're the same exact reason why the other people are like, bye, we'll miss you.
I don't even hate him though. There's no inkling.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what are you gonna do, you crazy son of a bitch?
Yeah.
Because like you said earlier, like when he first shows up to help the DonBrothers when a monster is attacking, you think, about to say, because like I said, worst kept secret, you think he's just gonna turn into Don Dragoku.
Or he'd at least get
Because again, he even called himself as he showed up in his dorky outfit, like he is a dragon themed hero. So you're like, oh, he's Don Dragoku.
And you can tell this. He's been waiting his whole life for this because he's
Yeah.
like posing and shit.
Yeah, and then you notice there's a bucket on the ground,
Filled up.
fucking rocks.
And he just starts choking them. And here's the thing, fucking Umbrella Guy, I feel like he actually laughed genuinely for like the first time.
In his
I don't
existence.
even know if he noticed, but he fucking laughed.
Yeah, like
Because they were just bouncing off their heads, and he's like, oh, dragon cannonball, and he throws it, and he's just like, fucking what? Like, who's this bitch?
But like, yeah, no. So I don't know. It's like he's such a weird character where it's like Taro felt weird from the moment you see him.
For different reasons, though.
But like he seems like
oh my
a
gosh,
weird.
I forgot about his little run. We went back a little bit.
Yeah,
We're
I'm about to say I
watching.
have it.
But his freaking little run.
Yeah, but they're like talking about how he never grew up and he's kind of like a child. So like that's ultimately what I kind of think is funny about him, where it's like Taro, like it almost feels like when he's transformed, he's putting on a show and trying to get
other people pumped.
But like yeah, exactly, and it's like it's a show to him. It's a festival, whatever.
Dance, celebrate.
But like with Jiro, it feels like that part of him's never turned off. So he is like that child. Like again, he's like this anime protagonist in this real world, and everyone's like, "Yep," and giving his anime fantasy. But then immediately you're like, "Oh my
Let's face
fucking
it.
god, he's gone."
Let's face it. He's basically what a lot of us would be if we were to suddenly be in a Sentai world. If we like suddenly found ourselves in a Sentai world and we'd just be like,
No, that's
I
Gaim.
must go now, my people need me. And then you just go, you get an outfit, you practice the poses, and you go and you try to impress them, and then you end up getting the shit kicked out of you.
Hey, good thing they technically didn't attack him, though. You know what I mean? It's
I
not...
thought that they landed, like, one hit on him, and
No.
he was just out.
I don't think so. But, like, yeah, and they're, like, I wonder if he was playing superhero in his, like, local town, because, like, you have the people as he's leaving being like, thank God he's gone, we can finally have his superhero games done. Like, we don't have to worry about him.
Just Jesus.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Like, but
You're
I don't know.
Sweet kid. Well, I'm glad he's gone.
But yeah, no, so yeah, even from the preview, we know he's DonBrothers. And I personally think it turned out like
He doesn't transform this episode.
Yeah, so honestly,
Oh, darn.
right as he was chucking the rocks. Damn.
This guy looks really familiar. Has he been in something else?
No, he hasn't. That's what I thought too. He kind of looks like the guy who played, and I'm not trying to be offensive. This is just who he reminds me of. The guy who played Giro. Oh my God, no, was it not Giro? No, I think that was his name in Kikaider too.
Kikaider?
Yeah, in the Kikaider reboot, he was Zamigo.
I don't remember what Zamigo looks like. But, he almost reminds me of Pater in Red.
I don't see.
I don't know. Maybe it's just because of the square jawline.
I don't know.
No, he only looks kind of like them because I think he has a little bit more of a rounder head.
He doesn't look like
I think Juro has a little bit more of a square head. No, it sounds like I'm insulting them. I'm not. I promise I'm not trying to. I guess he just has like a very defined, like, strong jaw.
It's like, it looks like you should know him.
He just looks really familiar. Maybe that's just like an aspect that they look for in a lot of actors or something.
Yeah, where it's like, you look like this other person.
Because let's face it,
they have a type.
they have they very much hire people that have a specific look to them.
Yeah.
Not to mention how they find their female actresses. Woo, that's a little too spicy, though.
I still want the machine special issue.
I want that one. You know I want that one.
If anyone doesn't know what we're talking about, I'm not going to show a picture because I don't have any pictures. But in a weekly Playboy magazine in Japan, they did a special, like, 3 or 4 pages in an issue dedicated to Majin. And I'm not talking about the voice actress.
Not the suit actress either. Well, I guess technically the suit actress, but she's
in the suit! She's in the suit!
For those who don't know, that's how they find a lot of their actresses. They just flip through quote-unquote tasteful magazines and just be like, that one's hot. Let's pick her, see if she can act.
Okay. Probably not 100% true, but god damn, you can see with the dudes, they go like through certain
That's true. They do also.
They do it for both genders.
They usually are models first. Like, that's how they find them. I
Yeah.
guess I should say.
Yeah.
I don't want to like say anything that isn't true, but it's just funny to me, and I want the Majin issue so bad.
Because it's so funny.
And if I ever meet the actress, I would want her to sign it.
But like,
oh, I forgot about the.
No, we will get to that. I think that's the next part.
Is there anything else you want to mention? See, he gets hit.
Okay, he does, kind of.
Again, I told you, he gets one hit, he's out.
Well, he's not out. He's just like, and then they left. They were like, I guess I'm gonna go get Burger King or something. See you later.
Give me original chicken sandwich.
But yeah, no. Now to get to the most interesting part of this episode. So Inoue brother is running away from the law,
as per usual.
And then he hits Kaji brother's wife.
With a motorcycle. Well, I don't think
kind of.
Hits
no,
her.
He barely gets her.
He stops and then she like falls over and hits her head.
Yeah, like, well, no, she doesn't. She doesn't hit her head.
She's wearing a fucking head bandage at the end of the episode.
Yeah, but she falls afterwards. Like.
See, I feel like they insinuate that she hits her head.
Well,
hence the fucking band-aid on her head, dude.
But like, but if you scrape your knee in the Toku show, they give you the head bandage.
That's fine. Help, I'm bleeding out through my leg. Hold on, I need to put this head bandage on first.
Hey, first things first. Your head bandage.
It's a fair point, but I feel like she probably.
But yeah, no, and he's pretty much just like, oh my god, it's my fiance. Natsumi. Hey, Natsumi, what are you doing there?
Oh God, Adam.
But yeah, he's just like, oh.
They finally meet, basically.
Yeah, they finally see face to face, and like he's being chased by the cop dude who's a.
He's like, don't you remember me? And they're like looking straight on at each
Yeah.
other. They're not.
Yeah, like they're staring at each other. He's yelling his name.
Like they're looking eye to eye. He takes off the helmet. He's like, do you not remember me? And she's just like, I think you have me confused for someone else.
Sorry.
He even says like his full name, and we have another Tsubasa.
Yeah, Tsubasa. So maybe I'll be able to remember it.
That was really funny without noise.
Yeah.
Hop running over. Just,
Yeah.
Ah!
It's like, yeah, we're rewatching the episode just to make sure we have a few things straight.
Yeah.
But yeah, then all of a sudden, like, she just falls over. And
she goes to the hospital.
yeah, and then yeah, next thing we see is him going into the hospital. And like, Kaji Brothers pissed.
Like, he got a call that she was in the hospital. He didn't even say anything. He just fucking ran. He was gone.
Yeah, exactly. And he just booked it, and he was just getting so pissed. He's like, I'm gonna make whoever did this pay. And he kept saying that over and over again.
Because he said that before, right?
Yeah, that's what he said in his American Psycho.
Yeah, like, that was with the hair dude.
Mm-hmm.
Where she, like, tied his hair and stuff.
We're not getting to that point. But we'll get to it in a second. But it was really weird because it didn't happen. Like, Inoue brother was like, oh my god, we gotta get out of here. And I think he just bails. Like afterwards. And, like, her and, like, cop guy lock eyes. And then she falls over.
We forgot to mention, we actually did see the cat bestial in a different body earlier in this
episode.
episode.
Yeah, he was fighting Sonoy.
Body.
Yeah, which I don't know if that means it can change bodies or if there's bestials, like there's multiple.
I wonder if it's almost like
their packs?
Like a symbiote thing where it's like a piece of them is left inside of the person anytime they hop bodies or something like that.
It's hard to tell.
Oh, like they clone themselves in a way.
Yeah, and it's really interesting. We're not quite sure.
Yeah, and
they're like
Sonoy keeps like trying to
fight them.
And then the girl just has to keep being like, dude, they can't be killed. They're unkillable.
Yeah, so that was that. And then we find out that Kaji Brother's a monster.
Yeah, he's got some.
He's the Car Ranger monster.
Which is funny.
Like, I was not expecting that. Like, that was the biggest turn of events ever.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we've been telling that freaking heck, we talked about it last episode where I'm just like, sus as hell, sus. And it's like, now it's like, okay, I have a freaking reason.
Yeah, but you never think about the Rangers being susceptible to that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's kind of interesting.
I mean, it's not like we haven't seen Rangers be affected by monsters before, like, like where they turn into a prop or something. But with this, it's kind of crazy because you never think about the monster action.
Like, he's a monster of a week.
Producing one of the monsters of
I'm realizing they can't do Don Onitaji next episode then. No Kaji Brother.
Yeah. He's the shoulder pads. They technically could do it without him.
Could you?
He just wouldn't have
the power of flight and swords.
Yeah, he wouldn't have.
Well, then it's supposed to be the 5 of them together, though.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
We'll have to see.
I'm about to say, Taro also has to be alive for that part, so...
Yeah, I'm fairly sure, like, next episode looks like...
Next episode, he's gonna be back. But, yeah, like, I think you said, like, right after we got done with that episode, because I think that's how it ends, you're just like, him and Inoue brother are gonna have some beef.
Yeah, they're gonna have some sort of falling out or something.
Yeah.
Because, again, there's a lot of puzzle pieces around right now that... Again, we haven't quite been able to put together yet, and I can see so much of this building, and the fact that they don't know who Inoue brother even is yet, and it's like, and this whole, it just, something's gonna go, some Jenga's gonna fall.
Yeah, yeah. And other than that, I think the only other thing we're really missing that happened in this episode is because of Sonoy feeling like the guilt for killing Taro in such an honorable fashion, like, he randomly saves Oni's sister from getting murdered.
Yeah. And, I mean, he immediately regrets it and said he's not going to
He's
do
like,
it
yeah,
again. And then
yeah.
tries to murder her. But, like, it was an interesting moment of just...
Yeah, they were like, what the hell's your problem, bro? But yeah, no, other than that, I think that's...
One of the things that I'm interested in seeing is, like, in the preview that we saw for the next episode, like, we saw, like, their points just absolutely shoot up. So I wonder if we're finally going to be like, oh, that's how they get points.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
And we see some Taro that doesn't have the blonde hair.
Yeah,
We
but
get to see the guy transform. It looks like he's going to have...
honestly,
I wonder... Oh!
I like the black.
Oh! I don't know, I didn't think about this before. You know how, like, they have a lot of, like, lights happening, like, in the dark? It makes... I wonder if his are supposed to be, like, fluorescent tubing. Because we see
Oh,
glow and stuff. I
yeah,
wonder if
even
that's
it even looks like a sign on the spear.
Why didn't I think of that before?
That's cool. I like it a lot.
Oh my... Wait, those are negative points, I'm realizing.
What do you mean?
That's the line. They're going down.
Wait, was it?
Yeah, like, look.
Also,
We'll put a screenshot of what I'm talking about on the screen
also,
in a minute.
like, first things first, though, I want to talk about this suit. That's a sexy...
But, like, see what I mean? They're going down.
Oh my god, you're right.
Oh, and their names are black, too. While Kaji brother and Inoue brother are...
He should be in the negative.
Well, we don't know what's going to happen.
But yeah, what does that mean?
I really feel like some shit's going to go down next episode. I'm really excited for that one. I feel like this episode was okay. There was a lot to talk about, and there was a lot of stuff. Oh, she's in the wheelchair. Because I saw a wheelchair just randomly in one of the previews. It's her.
Do you think that's the consequences? Like...
Oh, because what if that's... how
Yeah,
many
you
points
remember
they
that's
had to
the balance in, like, yeah, so it's like, you remember, it says any good thing you get, the consequence will be of equal value.
Well, I'm just wondering if it's just because, like, he had to use so many just to get Taro to come save their ass.
Yeah, I want to know what Saru Brothers gonna get, because now we see the Odi sisters in a wheelchair, which I think...
Again, I just think a lot of interesting stuff's gonna go down.
Yeah, I think next episode's definitely gonna be interesting.
This will be fun. I
Um,
feel like... I have a feeling that we're probably gonna get Inoue brother.
he's
at
gotta
least
be revealed
soon.
next ep- He has to be
I
revealed
feel
next
like it'll
episode.
be next episode, but, like, at least soon, I feel.
Because-
Because it feels like that's what they're kind of building to.
Well, then I feel like they have to...
Especially with Kaji brothers.
Kaji Brothers gonna be going after him. Oh my
Yeah.
god, there's a PT Cruiser in the background? Sorry, just noticed that.
Alright.
But yeah, no, Kaji Brother is gonna be going after Inoue Brother, or at least Tsubasa. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I just feel like that's, like, the setup.
Like, yeah, that's
for
gonna be them
this.
getting revealed that it's like, oh, he's Inoue Brother. Yeah,
Mhm.
I can agree.
And not a dog.
And yeah, I can't believe
Pupper.
I can't
I
believe
wonder if they'll start calling him Pupper, like, out of suit, just now that they know.
that'd be
Like, or when they know, I guess I should say.
again. I think that's a sub thing, but I don't care.
Pupper.
Pupper.
Doggo.
But yeah, no, I do like, and this is something I feel like I say every year, where I'm like, I'm so goddamn tired of gold and silver.
Yeah.
We get it so consistently. Like, I want a variety. Give me a purple, an orange, a like maybe a green, like magenta, like cyan, white. Like, there's so many different colors, but it's gold and silver. But god damn, do they make them look sexy every time.
It's like, oh, I want to be angry.
Like, I like it a lot. And a lot of it, and honestly, I think he's more of a gold ranger, if you ask me. Like, his armor, like, when he's in Dondragoku mode, he is mostly, he still has, his undersuit is still fully gold, but his armor is black.
Yeah.
And, like, with the gold on it.
And the different colors.
Yeah, exactly, with the gold and red. And black. But when he's Toravolt, all the armor, but he still has all the gold on him. So it's more armor than it is him turning into a silver ranger, in my opinion.
We'll see. But I do like the different armor types. I like that the one that's the dragon is scales. Like, it's in the scale pattern.
Yeah.
And the other one, I feel like it must have, like, some sort of name.
That's like a Tarkatan pattern.
Oh, is that what it's called? I think it's
Actually, I
like
think Tarkatans are the Baraka race from Mortal Kombat.
Oh, well, that's not what I meant. Like it's
Terracotta soldiers.
Well, they have like it's like little squares of armor.
Yeah.
Like, it's like samurais used to wear them on top of chainmail, I think.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, those are the terracotta soldiers. I think.
Like
the stone soldiers.
I mean, you could see them, so it's like.
But whatever.
You get what I mean. I like it.
I dig them a lot. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what next episode. It's like this episode. I think was fun. I think it was really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A lot more good revelations.
Lots of good stuff.
Yeah.
So
overall,
it really feels like, oh God, I don't want to get like my hopes up too high because like I have been burned before. It's like I really feel like they're putting a lot of good build up and a lot of setup.
They got really good momentum right now.
They've got some good momentum, especially when it comes to like giving. Again, it's like, oh, they do answer some of your questions along the way, without it being like, so it's not too info dumpy. So it's like, it's gonna be the payoff where it's like we see if this is gonna be a good show or a great show.
I feel like they did it well though. Like looking specifically at the thing with Kaji Brother, where it's like they built up him, I guess, growing a monster since he was really creepy. That one.
Freaking 14 episodes in.
This is 14.
They don't know who their last teammate is.
Yeah, they don't know.
That is crazy.
And we're getting a sixth one.
Yeah,
before they're even a full team.
It's like. That's
I like
insane.
that though.
Like, knowing the identity
it's fun.
Of one of the Rangers.
Yeah.
All the way up until you get the 6th Ranger. That's insane.
And to be fair, he's showing up a lot later than recent 6th Rangers. Because we got what? Zox in like what, episode 8 of
I mean, to be fair, like he was very
Zenkaiger.
much part of the group. I feel like they kind of
like sense, yeah.
I feel like it makes sense for this character because like right now they are kind of portraying him as you're not one of the people.
Yeah,
like,
he's Taro stand-in.
This is our group. You can't just come in here and replace the.
You can't just come in and hang out. He's like, but come on, guys, let's hang out.
We're our own group. You can't intrude. And I feel like that's kind of like how they want the audience to feel. It's like we've gotten to know these characters intimately by this point, and we know them really well. So it does kind of feel weird. It's just like, oh, now there's this other person joining the group. It's like. No. Especially since he's supposed to be quote-unquote Taro's replacement.
Also, I now just can't wait for all of the personalities to clash.
I want that.
I can't wait. ASAP. Like, even Witchero, I want to see it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fucking throwing rocks. I'm not getting over it. He's just like, don't worry, guys. I got it.
Hey, he tried. He tried. He did something. He tried.
He tried.
But yeah, I wonder what's going to be the thing with this, you know?
Yeah.
Just...
Overall, like, yeah, exciting. I think that's it. But I'm about to say, final thoughts.
Again, I feel like the next, it just really feels like.
Man, the last couple of episodes have been really good talking.
Yeah, like this episode was good. Here's the thing though, it's like the episode is fine all on its own. Mm-hmm. I feel like this is more the build up to something, like, and that's when it's gonna start getting really good.
Honestly, this is good, this is one.
I can see it's like building up to something better.
Yeah, and something I want to say about this show, I feel like even watching it week to week, like, it feels like it's really well paced. But even if you were to binge it, I still think it would be really good with how it's doing its momentum.
Oh yeah, I can see if this was all out at the same time, I can see us like sitting down for like a whole day and just being like, okay, one more.
Yeah.
Okay, one more.
Yeah, just like.
Okay, one
but
more.
It's not like one of those things where it's like, well, it's a two-parter. I got to get the second part. Like
no,
this is like an ongoing. I
just need more.
Exactly. It's a fun time. Like I'm excited for next week.
Yeah.
Dandra Goku.
Yeah, and maybe some of the things wouldn't be quote unquote spoiled for you. Because again, like they're just not very good at keeping secrets at this point.
Like I said, like we see they announced the actor before Dandra Goku was revealed. They said, "Oh, this guy's coming in. He's gonna be in the show. He's gonna be in the next episode."
Definitely not the 6th Ranger.
Well, yeah, it's just like, and we didn't know who Dandra Goku was. And then they're like, "Hey guys, here's Dandra Goku. He's our new 6th Ranger and everything. He's coming out soon. Here are all his toys."
It's like, yeah, we knew. And they're like, no, we didn't.
No, it's not that we didn't know. And we're like, "Oh, okay. So is the new guy him?" No. But it's like
no.
But then all of a sudden you watch the preview for next episode, and this is Toku's real problem: is putting their secrets into the previews. Characters could die at the ending of episodes, and you could see them alive by the end of the preview.
Yeah, That's one of the things, like, one of the few criticisms I have with Toku in general. I think Sentai's kind of the biggest.
No, they're both bad
I
at
know
it.
they're both, but it's like, I think Sentai a little bit more at times. It just why you gotta spoil your own shit in your previews?
Oh my god, though.
Like, it's so, like...
It was like the weirdest, worst kept secret ever. But it was fun. I like it.
Yeah, this, again, like, I'm really looking forward, because it seems like things are finally, like, shit's really gonna hit the fan next episode.
Like,
So I'm looking forward to it.
it feels like the dynamic's gonna change.
Mhm.
Definitely. So,
Anything else you want to add?
no. I'm about to say no. I'm fresh out.
All right. You guys excited? Like,
Who's excited for the
You guys-
debut of Don
do you
Goku?
guys have any theories about what the hell is going on? Did we help spark any ideas?
Are you excited for new toys? I am.
You pre-ordered the one thing.
Yes, I did.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that is all. Leave your thoughts, theories, whatever you want to put down in the comments. We would love to have you join in on our conversation. You know, give us a new view. And that's it. That's all I gotta say. Leave your comments. So
Thank you so much for listening.
yeah, thank you. Till whatever
Yeah, we'll see
we
you.
do next. Yeah.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.